Hello students. So in this lecture we will be studying about a very important part of IoT, which is sensors. So we have already understood the basics of IoT in our previous lectures. Now let us try to understand that what are the essential building blocks of IoT, that is Internet of Things. So one of the very essential components of IoT is sensors, and the other one is actuators. Basically the sensors, what sensors does is sensor basically sense the physical phenomena that are occurring around them. And what actuator is used for, actuators are based on the sense information. Actuators, they basically, you can say that they actuate, that which means that they perform some actions based on the physical environment. So whatever the actions are occurring, that is taken depending upon the physical environment. So they take some actions based on what they have been sensed. So essentially, if we see that if we have a gradual phase wise approach for building an IoT network, so we have sensors which are sensing the data, and they sense different parameters depending on the sensor being used. So we have variety of sensors like temperature, pressure, humidity, light conditions, and so on. Then what will happen in these sense information is, we are going to send this information further to the actuators over a network, and these informations are then can be transmitted or can be used for performing the physical action. So this was the role of basically a sensor is, if we talk about its formal definition, a sensor detects changes in the ambient conditions or in the state of another device or a system, and forwards this information so that the actuator can perform its action. Coming on to the type of sensors, we have different type of sensors, that is obstacle sensor, which is also known as PIR sensor, ultrasonic sensor, camera sensor, and humidity sensor. So we'll see one by one these sensors. So if we start with the obstacle sensor are looks like a real sensors, and this is a sensor which is basically used to detect any obstacle. So we can say for detecting the obstacle sensors can be used. This is a PIR sensor, that is we can say a PIR sensor, passive infrared sensor, hence it is known as PIR sensor. So this passive infrared sensor can be used for detecting if there is any kind of obstacle, then it can be detected by using this PIR sensor. Coming on to the next one, which is the ultrasonic sensor. This sensor basically detects that how far that obstacle is. This is the another sensor. So here we can see that there in this particular sensor, kind of ice structure it is there. It indicates that it is a ultrasonic sensor. So in this sensor, ultrasound waves are used, and they are sent, and then this wave is going to get reflected back, and velocity plays an important role in this kind of sensor. Third sensor is the camera sensor. Somewhat it looks like a camera structure. The structure it is having, it is like a camera, and it is used in small IoT networks, wherever a camera plays a role, or whenever we need to record something. In such kind of sensors, camera sensors can be used. Coming on to the next one, that is humidity. Now this humidity is known as HDT, that is humidity and temperature sensor. It basically measures both temperature and humidity. The structure is very simple to understand, and these sensors can be used in real life examples, real life projects, where we need to measure the temperature, or for climate detection, or for climate prediction projects kind of things. In such things, humidity sensors can be used. So we basically saw different types of sensors, and these sensors can be used in different projects, depending upon the project's requirement, or depending upon the output we need. Coming on to the comparison between sensors and transducers. So what we already saw what sensor is. Now coming on to the next term, which is transducers. So what transducers are? Transducer is a collective meaning used for both sensors, which can use to sense a wide range of energy forms such as movement, electric signals, etc. So you can say uh, that we can understand the distinction between these two terms, like many people misunderstood or may have misunderstanding between sensors and transducers. So transducer is nothing but it has a collective term which includes sensor as well as actuators. For so we can say that transducer, we can use it for both sensors and actuators. Before the sensors can sense what is going on around them and convert it into electrical signals, and these signals are then actuators will be using, and basically they will perform the action. So this task is done by the transducers. So transducers are only sensitive to measured property, that is temperatures. For example, a temperature sensor senses the ambient temperature, or a humidity sensor may sense the humidity present in the atmosphere. So transducer is basically performing the task of both, that is for sensors and for actuators. So in short term we can say that transducer is representing the activities of both of sensors also and of actuators also. So I hope now it is clear to you what exactly the role of sensor is and what is the difference between sensor and the actuators. Thank you.